Begin your search.
It's taking a moment to load. Okay, there we go. My next location is to go within the dust itself, and that's going to be interesting. I don't have very much intel as to what that will basically entail, so I may dive into it first and then return when I have, and then basically get more oxygen and go back again. Basically because I really need to scout it out. Going in there with a lack of information, and at the moment the information I do have is only on those wanderers and how they behave and with me. Okay, that works. Added to this problem is the fact that I have a limited amount of clean water. And at the moment I have no means to make more clean water. Alright, I'm ready to move on now. I don't like doing this, but I may need to hold off on using the water until I absolutely need it. You're going to want to listen for those squeaks, because any amount of food would be helpful. Now that is interesting information. Those creatures have returned. I can see a farming opportunity over there if you need those crystals. behavior of this cloud is interesting. It doesn't behave like what I would expect it to. Maybe that's a bug while wearing the eye patch.
It really is like a sea of dust in there, given how thick it is. The visibility isn't good, but try to remain calm as you go about your search.
Your oxygen will decrease while you're in the dust. Always keep an eye on your oxygen gauge. One other important point. While in the dust, your stamina consumption is greater than normal, so be careful of that as well.
More intel. I'll have to take a look at how quickly. That's a good idea. Using those towers. Yep. You can use that tower to easily get back. Well, not easily, but something else ahead. Ah, yes, this is. What are they? That's interesting. I wonder what they were reaching for. So my question is, what is the nature of the dust and its relation to these wanderers? Seems so. Their tactical sense is still poor. But it does not look like the dust impedes their ability to see. Now. Not bad, but not good either. Of course, this is an early tank, so should not be surprising. Plus, I'm getting enough coupon energy that I should be able to keep myself going without a problem. can get a real sense of their movement patterns, but I'm not sure they have one. Potentially you can make guns and bullets now, or some. But a gun at this point is probably going to be a liability as much as it's going to be a benefit, simply because of the noise it'll make. I have to keep my eye out for suppressors. Plus, even with a suppressor, if you miss a target, the bullets do make noise, and even with... Alright. Yeah, this is not going to be good at all. I need to get him. Alright, so I should have known better than that.
I read no vitals. Please respond. Please respond.
I can't afford to get it in any energy since I don't have the speed, especially to the legs. Chest, arms, fine. I can get away with that, but not to the legs. Alright, that tells me a little bit more information about him. Watch out for those pretending to be dead.
I detect a memory board within the dust.
Begin your search.
Okay, this one take it off and unequip. There we go. I think there was a bug in it. It doesn't show your mask if you wear your eye patch. So I'm gonna test that now. I can only hear crows at the moment. Hold on. This way. Got him. Unknown if what the spawning pattern for those gerbils are. Only you have to practice listening in this game. It's a crow, I think. Another bird, unknown type. That was correct. For some strange reason, the eyepiece has the eye patch has a bug where it doesn't show your
You've entered the dust.
gas mask.
It really is like a sea of dust in there, given how thick it is.
Since it might
The
be a
visibility
priority
isn't
to
good, but try to
know if
remain
my
calm
gas mask
as you
is
go
on or
about
not,
your search.
that's more
Your
important
oxygen
than
will decrease while you're in the dust.
That
a
memory
cosmetic
board
feature.
is nearby. Go secure it. I'd say you're getting the hang of this routine.
About 300 per one of these I take down. Which means I can get 2 refills out of it. Refills don't do too terribly much, from 5 to 7, so about 20 points of oxygen. So about 40 points of oxygen, a little bit more for each one. They still lose you very quickly and can be manipulated. They seem to fall rather easily too. Notice that on terrain that is not 100% steady or 100% flat, their navigation abilities is limited. No ability to step down. Leaves them flopping like a fish. Their ability to spot is still significant. Its ability to reacquire is significant too. I'm curious now as to how some of this equipment made its way all the way out here, and the location of these wormholes. The entrance locations to this world seems to be widespread. And then this is very different than the motherboard platforms. Looking at the evidence here, this was built here. They look like they were built here and not transported here. Whereas those transported from Mother Base, or what seems to be Mother Base, all show forms of damage. This area does not. So either this was transported whole, or it was built in this location.
Keep an eye on your remaining oxygen. Captain, supply yourself with oxygen by using Kuban energy. You can supply yourself with oxygen from your iDroid.
That was 10. It goes up each time. That will also limit the amount of time I can spend. Alright, 2 playing possum over here, 1 playing possum over here, and 1 wandering, 2 playing possum over here. 1 possibly playing possum on the roof. Alright, the one on the roof was definitely playing possum. Behind me.
Spend time carefully opening it so you don't alert nearby enemies. Or you can open it quickly, though any enemies that are within earshot will hear you. In other words, you can unlock it, or you can destroy it. We'll leave that decision to you, Captain.
Alright, I guess it depends upon how this goes out. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I'm making noise now. So losing it doesn't stop the minigame, but it does make it harder to get in because of the amount of noise you generate.
Pay attention to your fluid intake. Being dehydrated will affect your physical abilities.
Test. Still got these two over here and are playing possum. I thought they stood up. Potentially useful information right there. I knocked that one's leg right off. Oh shoot, I mistook him for one I'd already taken care of. Alright, note to self, stab them first.
Access the memory board and secure its data.
First aid kit's too good to pass up. Okay, tip number 2. Just need to keep it within this pattern. Okay, not so bad. I think I just picked up a handgun pattern and Molotov pattern.
Data acquired from memory board. I will analyze it. Return to base camp.
Staying in this place is not remotely advantageous. The longer I stay here, the more costly it becomes to replace oxygen. I really do need to get that pot as soon as I can. I need a method to make clean water.
To your stamina. You should rest before you're out of gas.
This road that I'm walking on right now is another indicator of what they were doing and what they built.
You're clear of the dust. Since you're no longer in it, you are no longer on oxygen.
And don't worry, your oxygen supply will be replenished automatically when you return to base camp.
A significant amount have returned here. This could be a good way to get crystals before going in. And that's from drinking dirty water. As a mercenary, you'd think he would know about, or at least putting a means or methods to get clean water would be a higher priority.
Time to analyze the data.
Please synchronize your iDroid with me here. Captain, there is one item to report. Regarding the latest recovery...
Hang on a minute, you mind? There's something I've been thinking about. The body of that Charon Corps member. The one you got the damaged air tank from. He'd been shot. Needless to say, we haven't seen any wanderers with guns. Meaning, he had to have been killed by a person. Right? What's that all about?
That is unclear. All we can say is that if people are killing each other here, that is an illogical thing to do.
My point is, these incidents don't make sense. If my theory is correct... forget it. Sorry for butting in. Continue with what you were gonna say.
Getting back to the report, Captain. The data you recovered revealed the location of a wormhole transporter. Wormhole transporters are devices utilizing wormhole technology, which enable instant transportation between two distant points.
2 points. So we can use this thing to get home?
Unfortunately, the wormhole we can generate with this device is structurally different from the one needed to return home. Therefore, it can only be used for transporting matter within this world. Nevertheless, this device should allow us to explore a much greater area than before, while maintaining base camp as our base of operations.
Currently, all devices are offline. To use them, you'll need to access them directly and restart their systems. Despite the potential danger, we should bring these devices back online in order to increase our area of operations. Wormhole transporters allow you to travel a great distance in the blink of an eye. To facilitate future exploration, I suggest you reactivate this one.
I took the liberty of marking its predicted location on the map. Open your iDroid to see where this is.
useful. Take it for one more time. Still can't. Okay. It's not going to change on its own. Looks like it's going to be something I need to construct or upgrade somehow. Okay, at least have one of each of those now. Basic. It's not good, it's not helpful at all. Let's see what gear has changed. Already wearing that. Already have those. Let's take a look at a repair. Alright, that's repaired. I'm going to keep my weapons at a minimum at good repair. Lure, fence. If I have to deal with a group of them, like again, like I did last time, got a lot of coupon energy. Let me take a look at this one more time. Something else. Oh, yeah, this. Firearms need to be crafted here. Yeah, it's a handgun. That's what I thought it was. It will be a good backup. Nine bullets will go a long ways, but none of I use them as a primary one. Wait, actually I have more than that. Okay, this could work. I'll still use it as a fallback method. Take a look at this one more time to see if I missed something. No option to upgrade. See what I can upgrade over here. Stamina is going to be a huge factor. Okay, I'm going to need more food and water. Medium-sized beasts. I can only hope that fairly soon I can get that pot so I can make clean water. Because this will be troublesome if not. For that matter, the ability to create farm or farm equipment actually would be equally helpful. Two visible goats. Nubians, I believe they're called. Head here since I saw some Nubians there before. Roughly in the area I'm gonna end up heading towards anyway. I don't see them there now. Okay. I'm gonna head back, cook this, then go into it and scout first. Since what I have noticed is that the cost of using Cubone crystals to replace your oxygen increases over time, making it more and more costly each time you do it, so it's not beneficial to staying there too long. Hopefully the mission will be much like the last one, in and out quickly. Relatively quickly. But I'm going in there with no intel, so that complicates things. Well, not no intel, it's just I don't know how this mission will play out. Oh, that's interesting. Some broken weapons, that's fine. Oh, heavy weapons. I don't have any heavy weapons just yet. A lot of these are construct. I'll keep this just in case. Don't have any heavy weapons though. So I'll pick up some water over here first, then I'll head in.
Pay attention to your fluid intake. Being dehydrated will affect your physical abilities.
Okay, that takes care of that. liquid is. Two tangos. A lot of supplies in the area. Gotta watch out for that. They seem to lack the ability to communicate with one another. Well, to a degree. In other words, if one spotted me, it does not seem like the others have necessarily spotted me. Yet, at least. Those erratic movements are going to be a pain. I suppose what I was hoping for was really a pot recipe. Then I could upgrade the cooking thing, but it might not be dependent upon the recipe. But I find out here it could be like the I mean, it's kind of hard to tell.
Reactivate the wormhole transporter. The transporter coming back online will attract the enemy's attention, so stay alert.
Our apologies. With our memory loss, we were a little slow off the mark in informing you of this.
You don't
Before
say.
you activate the transporter, be sure you're ready to defend it.
Well, that answers that one question. I'm gonna scout here, then I'm gonna head back to the base and refill on oxygen. Because I do not know how long this will take. And the reason that's a problem is because of the oxygen issue.
Keep an eye on your remaining oxygen. Gas test. Supply yourself with oxygen by using Kuban energy. You can supply yourself with oxygen from your iDroid.
I'm at
Approaching
the
the weight limit of what you can carry.
hour mark.
At this rate, it'll impact your activities, so be careful.
So I'm going to take a short break and then I'm going to continue with this. Take a short look around here. See what I can do and what the situation is before I go. So thank you for watching so far, and in one moment the stream will be back up again with episode 5.